coverage of the National Football League. Brings us to Indianapolis, Indiana, where they fire up the crowd with the striking of the anvil as it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor sideline, Mike McDaniel, the coach of the Dolphins. On the other sideline, the Colts head coach, Shane Steichen. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They're led by the former first-round pick out of Duke, quarterback Daniel Jones.
Mike, isn't there just something different about week 1 of the NFL season? I mean, after months of anticipation, debate, speculation, it all gets settled on the field. New coaches, new teams, rookies playing their first time. Man, it's just an exciting time of year, and I'm pumped to be calling it alongside you.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Kemp. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Jones going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got it tight end. That's Warren. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
That's good for the Colts. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
From a couple yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Jones. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And they'll take this down inside the 35. First catch for him on this new season. And it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Give up the middle to Taylor. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop.
Brings up 2nd down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. They'll run here with the rookie. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And I don't know. I'm not sure he got there. I think they're going to mark him short. And now it is 4th down.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing 2nd and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. It brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes Spencer Schrader for the Colts field goal. This one from 43 yards away. And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick. But he's not going to be able to advance past the marker. He is stopped short, and the block kick leads to a turnover on down. So, Greg, you look at these Dolphins, 2 years ago felt like it was going in the right direction, but last year, 8-9, 5 games behind Buffalo in the AFC East. It feels like an important season for everyone with the Dolphins.
Yeah, and I think one of the biggest things Mike McDaniel has to start to realize, Mike, is does their regular season philosophy and identity, does that carry over when they have to go up north to Buffalo and some of these northern cities in the playoffs? And we've seen over the last couple of years, whether it was in Kansas City or when they go up north to Buffalo at the end, that high-flying, open, widespread speed attack has some struggle. So they need Tua to stay healthy. They need him to continue to develop and improve the talent around him. And then Mike McDaniel has to do a great job with his staff finding an identity that's not only good in the regular season, but when they make the playoffs, it travels.
Tua now on third down. Rolling to the left. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There was nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So often we see quarterbacks get themselves in trouble when you move the pocket towards the sideline. It really takes away half of the field. So give credit. He doesn't try to throw back across his body, put the ball in harm's way. Just simply throws this ball out of bounds and lives for the next play.
So here come the Colts. Greg, they're just kind of in the middle. They're 8-9 last year, behind Houston a couple of games in the division. The last few years it felt like, well, Indy's got a chance, but they just don't have enough guys to get to that next level. It's an important season for the Colts all the way around.
It is, and you mentioned the 8-9 record, Mike, and what really concerns me is not necessarily the record. We always have to look at the context. You're 8-9, but in a division that's, let's be honest, it's not the strongest division in the league. So as that division continues to get better, does Houston get back to their way from a couple years ago? And all of a sudden now, there's a lot less wins on the schedule. So Anthony Richardson, does he now step up and really be the franchise quarterback he was drafted to be? Is it Daniel Jones? Does he kind of have a rebirth now in the Shane Steichen offense and kind of capture some of the magic we saw at times with the Giants? So I think there's a lot of unanswered questions, but this is a big year for this Colts team. Take advantage of the down division, win the division, compete for the division, and I think they'll quiet down some of the concern around Indianapolis. The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And he's going to make a fair catch just beyond his own 40-yard line. The Dolphins offense ready for their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Tua. Moving to his left. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Devon Achane coming out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Tua, give it to Achane, and he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, here's Tua. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
And he'll get something there on the return. Able to take this back to the 20-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Brings up
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. gun, it's Jones. I had a defender draped all over, incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Here's Jones to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for the Colts. First down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
These negative runs, they just make everything for the play caller that much more difficult, Mike. So they've got to find a way to be more efficient on these early downs, meaning first and second down, because if not, you find yourself the entire game in third and pass, and that's what every single defense in the league is trying to do.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That one good for 26 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now it's Taylor. He steers clear of the first tackle and working his way forward for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 39. Here's second and 5. Jones on the move left. He runs with it. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Jones now on first down. Short one, and it's caught by Warren. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 25, here's second and 7. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up third down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And that is incomplete. Eli Mitchell, the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his...
And oh, how about this early on? They blocked the kick.
In this situation, Mike, every coach on the sideline is yelling, watch the ball, watch the ball. So this is a gutsy move defensively to sell out and go for that block. Remember, if he times this jump wrong, that's a first down.
Out comes Miami and the offense to get started on their next drive. And so far, 2 drives, 2 punts, no first downs. Not a winning formula as they start drive number 3. Play action. Tagovailoa. That is caught left side by Waddle. After the catch, he